Marketing a solo startup is a challenge that I feel like a lot of people don't talk about, and that is my focus right now as I'm building CareerStack. So if you're new to the channel, CareerStack is a platform where I'm trying to help connect founders who have technical ideas with people who want to work on those ideas with them. I feel like this is a big problem that there's no real good solution to. If you caught the last few videos, you've probably seen me talk about just the process of building everything, but now I want to start showing the actual day-to-day and just what it's like building a startup by yourself. So it is currently 6:07 a.m. It is November 10th. I'm going to be showing just what's going on day to day and how I'm growing this thing, and specifically how I'm marketing this thing. So I've gotten some questions about this, and thank y'all for the comments. They really help me kind of know what to touch on in my videos and what y'all care about. So make sure you drop comments below and keep asking these type of questions. Part of this series, I hope that y'all can just see that, you know, part of being a founder is just figuring things out, trying a lot of things and seeing what works, what doesn't, and then just adjusting as you go. The first thing is an email waitlist. So there is a waitlist on the website for CareerStack.co. So go check that out if y'all haven't already. Link should be in the description down below. That has been one of the first ways I'm able to really figure out who's interested in the idea. Also, if my website copy actually converts. So does it really get the value across to the right people who I want to reach? Like, do they understand the problem I'm trying to solve, how I'm trying to solve it? Just does the language on the website make sense? For me, on the operation side, it's really important to know, you know, why are people signing up to the waitlist? What are they interested in doing? Because I want to have a good balance of people who want to create projects from people who want to join projects. So for my particular platform, if I had a bunch of people sign up who only want to join projects or who only want to create projects, then I don't really have the people I need. I have another email list, which is my personal email list. So this personal email list has about 360-ish people on there right now. And that is from over the years of kind of doing YouTube, creating content. I haven't really nurtured that email list a whole lot. So you'll see that, you know, part of this series, I'll be starting to figure that out and trying to figure out how to craft the language and tell the story about how I want to reach them and how I want to connect with them, and really just get them engaged with the story of just following my personal newsletter, but also CareerStack and all the things I'll be doing with that. X is something that I found recently I've been enjoying a lot. As long as you engage with people on there and you're authentic and not trying to be too spammy, I found that I've connected with a lot of people. I've gotten a lot of validation for my idea on Twitter or X. And then I've also just been able to get a lot of social proof as well. So when it comes to screenshots and things that I can use in my email campaigns and just to show in other places social proof of the problem I'm trying to solve and what people are saying online. Pinterest is another one that I'm starting to look at. So part of my day today is actually going to be creating a Pinterest account and probably starting to create the content for that and then posting content on Pinterest. Eventbrite and virtual events is something that I think is going to be a really big deal that I'm super excited about. So hopefully when you see this video, this will already be like a live thing because I plan on working on it today. There's a world where we can do what we're trying to do with CareerStack, but just in virtual events. So I want to have these virtual events where I'm taking the people who want to create projects and join projects who have signed up on the wait list and all the people I know in my day-to-day life or people who've been interested in this, and bring them together in pretty much what is a normal like pitch format. But we really want people to pitch others to join them on their project. So we want to help make connections and facilitate those connections for people to actually work together. There's a lot going on today, but I'm really excited because it's a mixture of like marketing with a little bit of operations, but again, I just want to start showing the real process and, you know, just, yeah, hoping that y'all can get some value out of it. Here we go, man. Let's see what we get done today. All right, let's go. What is up, y'all? Welcome back. It is November 12th now, and it's about 10 a.m., about 9:45. So I haven't recorded in a couple of days, or really I didn't record yesterday. I kind of wake up every day and decide like what hat am I wearing, and that really just means like what task am I focused on that day. and it typically ranges between marketing and engineering, and it kind of just flops back and forth. So yesterday I spent a good amount of time just working on a personal newsletter for my personal email list, and I basically just write about my reflections as a solo founder, things I learn every week, things I find interesting or challenges or whatever, and I try to make it as valuable as I can. I try to make it personal and just really authentic. First things first, this is the Substack that I wrote for the personal newsletter, and I'm trying to find my voice as a writer and as a content strategist. I hope this is like in a decent, like I hope I'm framed up decently. Hope y'all can see everything here, but yeah, it's mainly a way to just try to work on finding my voice as a content writer and everything, and see what really engages with people and makes them want to, follow the brand, sign up for things, click on links and share and all that good stuff. All right, so what are we getting done today? What are we focused on? Today, I need to write the actual CareerStack waitlist email. So it's the first email I'm actually sending out to the waitlist for everyone who signed up over the last week and a half. And I'm excited because that's gonna start hopefully getting them excited about the things we have coming up, the event in January, and just some of the things that have been happening, sharing the social proof, and just really getting people sort of engaged in this journey of what we're building, so that when we launch in spring, they're warm. We've been communicating with them. We've been letting them know what we're up to, and hopefully it just helps launch day go a lot better. These are the communities that I joined that I'm starting to engage in, and I'm finding a lot of people who are like working on similar things or similar type of products, solo founders, obviously indie founders, indie hackers, developers, product people. They're all in these communities, and so I'm in here, I'm engaging with other people's conversations. If I scroll through, you can see all the different like conversations that happen. Some of it's entertaining, but a lot of times like it's a lot of valuable stuff in here as well too. So I come in here, I try to engage, and I try to respond and add value to other people's posts and things like that. In between there, I'll post my own stuff as well, and just depending if it makes sense or the topic or the conversation is going the right direction, I'll kind of plug my product in there. But again, not making it like an overt promotion, but just mainly trying to add value to the conversation, be involved in the conversation and things like that. That'll be part of my day today, finding some communities to join specifically for the product, and starting to get active on there and engage with people on those. I guess we can talk about some productivity stuff a little bit too while we're here. So this is my Notion board. And I kind of have Notion set up. So like over here, I've got like my team spaces, and so I have one for CareerStack. And I got a bunch of like resources in here. So I use Notion for my CRM. The knowledge base, this is basically if you are a user on the platform. Still building this out obviously, but you'll be able to come here and have all the resources for pretty much how to like learn how to do something in CareerStack, or figure out something, or submit a bug, or request a feature, all types of stuff. So I gotta make this look a little bit better, but that's something that I'm doing in Notion as well. This is also good for collaborating with other people. Obviously right now I'm solo, but I do have someone who is kind of tentatively joining the team for a few months, and so we'll be collaborating off of this, and I'm excited to see how that works. But it helps me kind of keep my ducks in a row and know what I need to do every day. I still use Google Drive as well for like storing images and stuff like that, but Notion is kind of for like my operational stuff and just tactical stuff like meeting notes and just like all the different things I need to do, planning for the week. I kind of do all that stuff in Notion. I was paying like $50 a month before for HubSpot CRM, and I was already paying like $8 a month, I think, for everything that Notion pretty much has to offer. So I decided to ditch HubSpot. I'll probably make a video about that at some point, in favor of Notion for my CRM. And then I just started using this for everything. And to be quite honest, I'm pretty happy with it. When you're a startup and you don't really have a big team, you don't have a ton of money to kind of invest in tools and stuff like that, you definitely need to go with what works for you and what makes sense for you. So yeah, it's awesome. I personally, it's working for me. I enjoy it. So yeah, but right now I'm gonna go ahead and kind of dive into some work, and then I'll check in with y'all when I see you next. All right, peace. So it's been a few hours since I talked to y'all last, and you can't make this up. This is honestly part of just being a founder. I got a text from someone in my network, actually someone I'm meeting up with tomorrow, who let me know about a pitch competition, and the application deadline is tomorrow. It's in February sometime, like late February. You never know how things are gonna work out. I told y'all earlier I was gonna work on Pinterest stuff, which I still am, but right now I gotta get to the LinkedIn stuff that I was talking about, and then I also have a football game tonight. So I gotta get out of here in a couple hours because I live kind of far, so I got like an hour drive to get to where I gotta go to play the game tonight. I just thought that was interesting. You know, you just never know how things are gonna play out, and you can start the day as a founder with like one agenda, one game plan, and then one simple text or one email, one opportunity can, you know, change the whole direction of your day, and you have to kind of shift gears and focus on something else. But that's the beauty of it, right? The unknown, the things that can happen, and who knows what might come from that pitch competition too. So definitely worth applying for and just seeing what happens. Had to blur out my address just in case some of y'all are crazy out there. But yeah, got it done. It's November 14th now, and I'm officially working on these Pinterest pins I've been telling y'all about. I'm also at a co-working space called 100K Ideas in Flint, Michigan, which is really cool. I came up here to meet up with a really good friend of mine, also somebody who's a part of the CareerStack waitlist. The pitch competition that actually I applied to last night is going to be held here in February of next year. And again, it's just one of those things where you just don't know about certain resources or certain things until you get exposed to it, right? So super excited about it. I love this co-working space. I'll probably come here a little bit more often, and not only just network. I've met some great people here today. That being said, I'm gonna dive back into this, and then I'll catch up with y'all sometime later, and then we'll chat about whatever progress I made. All right, peace. This is pretty crazy but exciting. So as you can see right here, I've actually got 2 out of the 25 tickets already sold for the Eventbrite, where we're actually going to be letting founders pitch their ideas and seeing if people want to join their projects. It's actually our way of testing out our business concept without the software. So good like lean startup principles. Ironically got the book right here. This has only been out for not even a week. I haven't even technically promoted this anywhere except in my personal newsletter, which is that Substack post y'all probably saw me write a few days ago. That's the only place where I've shared this link so far, and we've got 2 people signed up out of the 25 possible seats. So that like really gets me excited. And I don't know, it just, all of this is just really exciting, man. Like, it's the little wins. Obviously I haven't sold out yet. It hasn't been a successful event just yet, but when I see stuff like this, it just motivates me. Like when I see people sign up to the wait list or people join these events, man, it gets me excited about the mission and what we're trying to do with this product. So yeah, if you haven't already, check the description in the link probably for this video. I'm sure it'll be down there where you can actually sign up to and get one of these remaining 23 now seats for this event. Come pitch an idea. If you have a startup, a side project, a business, or I don't know, anything that you're passionate about as a tech project that you haven't been able to get off the ground, would love for you to come and pitch it and see if you can potentially find a collaborator there. And then on the flip side, if you are somebody who is like into coding or an aspiring developer, or you just have downtime, free time, you're laid off, or you just want passion projects to work on, or you want to work with other people, come sign up and listen to some people pitch and see if you hear any interesting ideas or meet some new faces, some new people who you might enjoy working with. So I don't know, man. I just wanted to share this real quick. I was in the middle of working on some Pinterest stuff, and then I felt like I needed to share this because, just keep going. It's a small thing right now, but it's only November 14th, and this event is until January 11th. So I'm really hoping that we can sell out these other 23 seats by then and have a packed house and have a full and just successful event. So yeah, all right, back to it. It is Saturday, November 16th now. I don't even remember what the last day was when I recorded or what we were doing in the last video. I finally got my Pinterest stuff actually posted. Let's go ahead and jump into Pinterest real quick and I'll show you how I created this content and kind of like what the strategy was behind it. This is my Pinterest board at the moment. I only have one and you can see I've got about like 10 posts on here right now, doing like 5 a day at the moment. And if I click on these, you'll see these are all related to gig work. So I did some keyword research to figure out what are actually the most searched keywords that are related to my product or service on Pinterest. And then I worked with ChatGPT and went and got some free images off pexels.com to actually generate this stuff. And then I also used the bulk create feature in Canva to actually try to generate these faster. When I really sat down and started creating the pins, it definitely took about 2 or 3 hours to really get them all how I wanted and then start posting them. But I'm hoping that that's because it was my first time really creating content for Pinterest, and going forward it'll be a lot simpler and it won't take me as much time. So you can see that each one is kind of just a quote for gig work or gig workers, and then the descriptions and stuff are kind of just some little tidbits that hopefully people find interesting, and then they'll want to click. So the whole point is to click on this backlink right here to CareerStack. If you click on it, obviously it goes to the CareerStack website. So the whole point of the Pinterest strategy is really to try to get as many people to interact with my pins as possible on different topics, create pins and boards across different topics that all relate to CareerStack. And I'll try to get better and make my designs look better and stuff and come up with a better approach. But as of right now, I'm just trying to get more backlinks, get more organic free website traffic or traffic to the website. And I would say that's pretty much the goal for right now. Overall, man, I think that's pretty much it for this video. I think I'm gonna cut it here and just continue recording. Let me know down in the comments below if y'all enjoy this content. Let me know what you're working on. If you're a founder, if you're working on your own startup as well. I will catch y'all next video, all right? Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm Darian. I'll see y'all next video. Peace.